Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figeroux of the law firm Figeroux Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show aired weekly in New York City. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
Frequently asked questions about divorce in New York State. Divorce is a complex legal process that raises many questions for those considering it. In New York State, the laws governing divorce have specific requirements, cages, and legal implications that spouses must understand before proceeding. This article addresses the most frequently asked questions, facts, about divorce in New York State, offering a comprehensive analysis to help individuals navigate the process. What are the residency requirements for filing a divorce in New York? Before filing for divorce in New York, at least one spouse must meet the state's residency requirements. 2-year rule. Either spouse must have continuously lived in New York for at least 2 years before filing. 1-year rule. If both spouses live in New York and the marriage took place in New York, or the grounds for divorce occurred in New York, 1 year of residency is sufficient. Both spouses reside in New York. If both spouses currently live in New York and the divorce grounds occurred within the state, no minimum residency period is required. If these requirements are not met, the court will not accept the divorce filing. 2. What are the legal grounds for divorce in New York? New York allows both no-fault and fault-based divorces. No-fault divorce. The most common ground is irretrievable breakdown of the marriage for at least 6 months. This means that the relationship cannot be repaired and neither spouse needs to prove fault. Fault-based divorce. If one spouse wishes to file based on misconduct, they must prove one of the following: adultery, cruel and inhuman treatments such as abuse or domestic violence, abandonment for at least 1 year, imprisonment if a spouse was incarcerated for 3 or more years. Although fault-based divorces are an option, they can lead to longer, more expensive court battles because evidence must be presented. 3. What is the difference between contested and uncontested divorce? Uncontested divorce. Both spouses agree on all divorce terms, property division, child custody, support, etc., making the process faster and less expensive. Contested divorce. The spouses disagree on one or more terms, requiring negotiations, mediation, or even a trial to resolve disputes. Uncontested divorces typically take 3 to 6 months, while contested divorces can take over a year. 4. How do I file for divorce in New York? Step-by-step process. Prepare and file divorce papers. The summons with notice or summons and complaint must be filed in the county where either spouse resides. Pay the filing fee. The court filing fee is $335. Fee waivers are available for low-income individuals. Serve divorce papers. The plaintiff must serve the defendant within 120 days of filing. Defendant's response. If the defendant agrees with the divorce terms, the process moves forward as uncontested. If the defendant disagrees, the case becomes contested. Submit final divorce documents. If both parties agree, the final divorce paperwork is submitted for judicial review. Judge's approval. The judge signs the judgment of divorce, officially finalizing the divorce. 5. How long does a divorce take in New York? The timeline depends on the type of divorce. Uncontested divorce. Typically 3 to 6 months, depending on court processing times. Contested divorce. can take a year or more, especially if disputes require court hearings. Factors that can delay a divorce include property division, disputes, child custody battles, and court backlog. 6. How is property divided in a New York divorce? New York follows equitable distribution, meaning assets are divided fairly, but not necessarily equally. Marital property, assets acquired during the marriage house, income, retirement accounts, are divided fairly. Separate property, assets owned before marriage or received as gifts, inheritances remain with the original owner. Debts, marital debts such as joint loans, are also divided equitably. Factors that influence asset division include each spouse's income, contributions to the marriage, and financial needs. 7. How is child custody decided in New York? Child custody decisions are based on the best interests of the child, considering factors such as each parent's ability to provide a stable home, the child's relationship with each parent, any history of abuse or neglect, types of custody, legal custody, the right to make important decisions, education, health, etc. Physical custody, where the child lives. Joint custody. Both parents share decision-making responsibilities. If parents cannot agree, the court decides custody based on what benefits the child most. 8. How is child support determined? Child support follows New York's Child Support Standards Act, CSSA, which calculates payments based on both parents' incomes. One child, 17% of combined parental income. 2 children, 25%. 3 children, 29%. 4 children, 31%. Additional costs, health care, education, daycare, may also be included. If a parent refuses to pay, wage garnishment and legal action may occur. Do I need a lawyer for a divorce in New York? Uncontested divorce. Many people handle this on their own using online legal services or court forms. Contested divorce. Hiring a lawyer is recommended to protect your rights, especially in disputes over assets or children. Mediation is another option for couples who need help negotiating terms without going to trial. 10. Can I change my name after divorce? Yes. The judgment of divorce allows either spouse to resume their maiden name or a previous surname. The name change must be requested during the divorce process. 11. Can a divorce be denied in New York? A divorce can only be denied if residency requirements are not met, paperwork is incomplete or incorrect. One spouse challenges the grounds for a fault-based divorce. However, since no-fault divorce is available, divorces are rarely denied as long as the legal steps are followed correctly. 12. Can I modify a divorce agreement after it is finalized? Certain aspects of a divorce agreement can be modified if circumstances change, such as child custody and support if a parent relocates, loses a job, or if the child's needs change. Spousal support if the receiving spouse remarries or becomes financially independent. A court petition must be filed to request modifications. Conclusion. Divorce in New York involves legal procedures, financial considerations, and family matters that can be overwhelming without proper guidance. Understanding the most frequently asked questions, from filing requirements to custody and support, helps individuals prepare for the process and make informed decisions. While uncontested divorces can be handled independently, legal advice is highly recommended for contested divorces to ensure fairness and compliance with the law.
Divorce, separation, support, custody. The common factor? They keep you up at night. Sleep well, knowing that you have the law firm of Figeroux Associates on your side through this difficult time. Don't divorce your money. Don't divorce your children. Divorce your spouse. Whether it's a contested or uncontested divorce, the law firm of Figeroux Associates will guide you through every step of the process. From child custody to property and debt concerns, the law firm of Figeroux Associates has the experience and expertise in handling cases involving significant assets and complicated issues. A divorce can be one of the most unpleasant experiences experiences a person ever has to go through. Don't do it alone. Stop the sleepless nights and call the law firm of Figeroux Associates, 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845, or visit 311divorce.com. That's 311divorce.com. At the law firm of Figeroux Associates, a divorce is not the end, it's a new beginning.